Alrighty. So I'm just getting my headphones in, getting us started for the day. This is gonna be fairly interesting. We're having issues with the Prism Live app again. So we might have after all. Alright, let me get the comments up and running. Our main commenting page. And bada bing, bada boom, here we go. Hey, we got everything up and running. Alright, guys. Well, hello there. Hope you're enjoying the day, Brother Shadow. Because I know I'm certainly about to be. I've got our handy dandy volcano, which is dusty as all get out. Why we go through so much of this micro cloth anyways is because of these kind of products. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear, Mr. Shadow. I'm glad you're having a really good day. All right. Let's get this thing started. He's doing good. He's doing good, as always. I know. I'm stuck. You know, the one thing that kind of sucks about having so many cords here in the show, you get stuck so easily. Alright, so we've got kind of, you know, we're kind of still going through with the smelted strawberries. Now, I tried it with a J and with a pipe. We haven't used our handy dandy volcano, which is right there for those of you who haven't seen. So we're going to try this out. We're going to really try how this melted strawberries goes through a volcano. So this is our vaporizing segment tonight, where we're going to try out this product, this absolutely amazing product by Sacred Sons on a crap as I drop it. On a absolutely amazing Stores and Bickle volcano. Alrighty, guys, let's get on to it. Let's have some fun. Oh, heck yeah, thank you. If you guys could give this all a like, that would be super helpful. It could help the channel grow. And thank you, Mr. Shadow. All right, so let's try this. You can kind of hear how it grinds on the grinder. That's kind of cool. The crisp crunch. All right, I'm actually looking forward to this. We've been looking forward to this pretty much all day. Testing out this product, seeing how it actually does with the volcano. Unfortunately, not as much as I would like to get done today. But we have been having a great day, so we're going to keep on going and see how it goes. And we're just going to wait for this to heat up. It's almost ready. All right. She might be ready. Oh, light's still not gone down. Well, you know how it goes, waiting for these things. It's kind of fun. Sometimes it's kind of boring. But at the end of the day, it's something that we enjoy. Especially the Stores and Vickle Volcano. It has been one of the best ways we've tested product here on the show constantly. You get flavor, and then you actually know when it is done. Tastes almost just like burnt popcorn. Lose all sense of flavor. Now, I use a whip for mine. I don't like using a bag. I have a custom whip for mine that I have made from a few different parts. And honestly, I love this piece. This is an absolute must for anybody who enjoys our favorite blend. Cheers, everybody. Well, hello there. I hope you're enjoying the day. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Well, heck yeah. That's awesome. For all the products that I have been reviewing, I think melted strawberries might be one of those ones that I'm not, it's not that I'm biased or anything, but I actually really like this strain. It's got such a smooth characteristic to this. I'm not gonna lie, it tasted like I want to say like a strawberry with almost like a sorbet. And it's unique from how I get an earthy tone on the piece, and we get on the volcano a like true berry note to it. It's got such a unique, bold flavor to it. I'm not too sure what I would classify this flavor profile as. That's crazy. I would classify it definitely as a full strawberry, but with an undertone of a berry node to it that I don't get when I'm hitting this either by using a J or using a piece. So that's something that's very unique to this, and I'd love to see like Revan or Overlord try this. Well, hey, thank you. JK. Okay. That wasn't very nice. But yeah, I do like that. Very unique. No, thank you. All right. Let's hit this again. You know, that's something I do love about the volcano, but the one thing I don't like about it is how bulky this thing is compared to like their other devices. Like their handheld that has that was delicious. Alright, that might have solved some of our problems by putting on to the Wi-Fi, getting rid of that little bit of extra fun. Or it might have made it worse. Oh, never mind. Made it a lot better. I'm excited for this. So, I took a Storz & Bickel volcano piece. If you guys can see this piece right here, this is actually tubing. Like you'd use for making a slingshot or something like that. That fit perfectly onto this joint, where the lineup on this is perfect. It also is perfect for taking this apart. Now we have a Storz & Bickel volcano, but we also have a Stunden. This is my spare hose for my Stunden. And really, why I like use it for this is, I'm not gonna lie, the smoothness of the Storz & Bickel volcano is one of my favorite things for testing. Now this device is possibly one of the easiest devices to use. It's very intuitive, the dial's very easy to use, and it's very easy to tune in. Like, this is more of a gooier strain, so I put that onto that, and I made it a little bit of an easy, that makes it a little bit easier for this. So why don't I use the bag? I don't like the plastic taste that I get from the bag. Personally, I'm a big fan of glass and a big proponent for glass. That's why we have a glass tip on this thing. I gotta get a new one. I might try to reach out to Indie Glass and see if he can make a new one. But the reason I don't use bag is pretty simple. It's all about flavor for me. For me, a good plant, a good thing of our favorite lettuce, will get you, one, a bold, rich flavor, and two, the overall experience plus the high. That's what I like about it. And the reason I don't use that is because of flavor. The bag gets it a little bit of a plasticky taste, and then over time, you can't taste anything but the actual, I want to say, existing terpenes that have stuck to the bag. Where this whole thing, I take this and I throw this into a cleaning vat, and I let that clean while I'm using this device. And overall, that's why I use the whip. It's for ease of clean, for flavor profile, so I can get the exact profile that I am trying to see where it is that I have been given. And yeah. Clean. How long does it take to clean? About 2 hours. But if I turn the warmer portion onto that, it takes about 15 minutes, and then about a good 45 to 50 minutes to dry, and go through the distilled water bath. So it takes about 15, I want to say 15, so an hour and 20, hour and 30, something like that for that process. That's what it takes to really like clean that. The Stores and Victuals Volcano from start to finish takes about 25 minutes, 45 minutes. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would. You know, even though it's an expensive, very expensive piece, I would recommend this. Now, here's the reasoning why. You get bold flavor. If you have this whip, you also can have a party feature. So say you got a bunch of friends over, and you guys don't really drink, but you partake, you can use this and definitely change the experience that you're having. And if Stores and Bickle is watching this, you have one heck of a product. And there we go. That flavor I was just telling you guys about. Straight to that burnt popcorny taste. Now, there is another one also tonight that is on the docket for testing with a vaporizer. Now, I have started to move it to where when we're testing, so we're not getting a back to back to back. So you're going to see me get up here for a second, turn off the camera for just 1 second. Pretty nice. Actually, I pretty much enjoy it. But I gotta go and eat some ginger real fast. I'll be right back, so I gotta take off my helmet real fast. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, that didn't work. Oh no. You know, one thing that, and I know I'm sounding really far away from the mic right at this second, because I'm eating this thing. I don't really say why we eat that so much. Yo, what's happening? But it cleans up the palate and makes it so where you can try out the next one. You know, one thing I hate about this helmet, that it definitely needs to get fixed. I need to get a new visor for what I'm doing. That's just another expense, unfortunately, though. Alright, so we have the last of Tropical Runts. Now, this was an award winner for the cup, not cup, sorry, the best in grass. So we're definitely going to try this one out, and I'm really very curious to see how this one goes. Man, this is going to be great. Ooh, that smells real good. Alright, so this is the last of this guy. This is the nug structure, or the cola structure, that I'm looking at right now. And we've taken a little off of this, so this was a larger cola structure. And actually, no, it's all in the bag. But it's breaking off into smaller pieces like this, which is pretty nice, I will say. We'll see how this holds for flavor within this. I'm definitely gonna have to, for this melted strawberries, I'm hoping they have this back in by the time we do the 15-gram challenge in May. And a couple things from Sultonics as well. I have to go through the list because I've got a pretty lengthy little list now. And definitely going to have to see about getting at least half of this on the list. Oh. So, let's see. How much can you put in the... That's a good question. How much can I put into the brand? How much do I put in... I'll have to think about that one and get back to you. But yeah, no, we're going to... Oh, that was like 500-600? Like, I don't know if you guys really noticed this, but we have some pretty expensive devices we use. Like, we have the Dr. Dabber Puffco. We use various different Puffcos, almost the entire line now. So that's been something we really have been working on. So that ground incredibly well. I think the number that I've actually sunk into the show so far, like, this is all the equipment, everything, like, things fry, things break. I think I've put so far 20 or 30 grand into the show. Because, like, we're, like, replacing phones, so that's a couple grand. Crafty's volcanoes, PCs. It gets expensive. Oh, I thought you were talking about something completely else. Well, here's the bowl. Volume size is about an eighth. Or not an eighth. About 2 grams. 2 grams maybe of fluff. Maybe compress a little more. So I haven't actually measured that. That's a good question. I'm definitely gonna have to try to answer that one. 1 gram. Okay, so I'm definitely a little on the fun side right now. So yeah, that's probably about right there. Thank you. 1 gram. That's good to know. What's happening? Oh, thank you for telling me about that soundboard. We're going to be replacing a soundboard that we currently are using that doesn't work anymore. Which, again, there's more hidden added expenses. I just had to unplug it earlier. But yeah, this is the soundboard that we were using, the Mando soundboard. Great company, great products. Yes. Oh. I'm doing the math over the last, like, because this is not just this show, it's also the other show that we were running before this one, which unfortunately YouTube kind of nuked us. And over the last, I want to say we started the Comfy Corner in okay. That'd be fun. So since 2018 is when we started that, the corner, the Bozeman Comfy Corner, which is it no longer, has been for a long time, where my face was still not shown and I'm still known as Mando. So that was when we first started. Unfortunately, that got taken down. I bought a bunch of helmets at first. Spent like $3-4 grand on frickin' helmets. Oh, okay, okay. All right, so one little thing I will say is all the stuff you can see here, from the Stores and Bickles Volcano to the Puffcos that we use, you can go get at the Grateful Shed. That's where we got all of ours. You know, they're a major help to the to what we do here and what we love. So thank you again to them for helping us out for, you know, and supporting us for all of these years. And yes, I do need to get some hooks. Sometimes we have some good, like, points to this, but we need to start getting our okay. You're very welcome. Thank you. All right, so we're trying out this absolutely amazing looking Tropical Runts from Celtonics. Again, absolutely amazing company. We got this from Euphoria Wellness on Jackrabbit, so you can go down to there, also get that down there. You know, again, we're throwing this through a volcano. We haven't yet. I think this is stuck. Yeah, that's stuck. That's... yeah! Small words in this helmet, by the way, are really hard to see. So we have a screen over here that's blown up quite a bit. so I can see the comments. So that's something I will say about the show about the helmet that I wear. That kind of sucks about it. Now, we've used this helmet for years. We've used other helmets as well. I think my personal favorite is going to still be this one, or the old military helmet that is now in about 1,000 pieces. Ooh. That's nice. Floral undertones with a little bit of... That's changed. Curious what this would be like in a waxy form. But that's different. It's hitting different. It's got a different note to it. Yes, it does have an earthy undertone, but it's more like a woody, earthy undertone. With a floral overtone. Okay, that's about it for that. Yeah, that's where it's kind of similar. All right, to the next one. This bowl's not done yet, so we're gonna hit it. Woo. Starting to get to the burnt popcorn taste. You know, that's one thing I don't like about certain like portions where they get too dried out or they didn't get enough moisture. So this one was left in humidor, so this one should have been fine. But yeah, it just goes when they don't have enough humidity in the pack. It just goes away so quickly. One way I found is to open up the pack, put it in a humidor, let it work its magic, stay at its same consistent humidity and temperature. So that's kind of nice. Oh yeah, didn't even realize this. I can't really talk about that on the show. Yep, that's true. Burnt popcorn. cut to the perfect clouds, and then dunzo taste. Oh, that was nasty. Put this onto its little holder over there. It's still a little green, but oh well. That's a burnt taste past. If you guys haven't yet, check out the After Hours on Spotify. It's done by yours truly. So the After Hours by Token Mando. And it's where we're going to talk more, have fun. You know, it's after we're done with these shows. We're going to start doing some fun recordings, some more of them. Try to start releasing them twice a week. So you'll see me on the mic, having fun, enjoying life, you know. And having guest stars on that as well. I already talked to a few different companies. They're very, very curious on how that's going to go. One of these days, I'm going to get some people to talk about some fun stuff. Yeah, they do. We have definitely changed them up quite a bit, so they're not like... So the new ones are different. They're going to be longer. I kind of rambled a little bit on the latest episode, because it was great coming back to the Spotify. You know, we haven't done it in quite some time, so that was really exciting. It definitely... It does help a little bit. Yes, it does. So, our main show is here on YouTube. And we do have a lot of other shows that we kind of do. So, we stream on Twitch, we stream on YouTube, we stream on almost every single platform. Today, it's a YouTube exclusive because it's YouTube Mondays, so we call it our exclusive Mondays. No, there will not be. Late shows on Mondays don't really happen. They do happen on Wednesdays and Fridays. And sometimes we do a tandem show on Sundays. So that's just like the times that I personally only have to do the show. Nothing bad to it. It's just when you're busy, you're busy. You guys get how that goes. So what I do directly after this show is I'm actually filming the After Hours studio, the After Hours show, which is supposed to be After Hours here, where I'm not really filming, I'm just recording the audio and going through, putting that onto here, and that's what we do for our After Hours. Now, me and Revin have been really thinking about trying to get our After Hours show where he's going to be on there. We're going to have multiple people just kind of cycling through. It is a talk show, so kind kind of the same principle here, where we kind of talk about our favorite planet. We talk about Star Wars. We talk about quite a bit of things. But we normally do all of our PSAs and stuff like that on Mondays as well. So sorry about that, guys. Still have to get through our little bit of announcements before I end up getting out of here, because we already got one more bowl. No. All right. Let's get on to it. So yeah, no, we are getting ready to go to do some fun tours. You'll see some fun live streams. They're not going to be very long on those days. They're going to be brief because we're going to be filming. I do have the video camera. I gotta go buy some more chips so we can get all the recordings. I have the audio equipment to go with this, so that's going to be nice. We have a nice big boom mic to go with this and a stabilizer, so that should be fun. It's going to be a lot of work. We're going to be starting the next season. Revan got us a fun person to start doing some edits for us, who does some edits for some other different channels. Since I've been doing the editing with Overlord, and sometimes we just don't have time to like really do the editing, so this next season is still going to be amazing, but we're going to be adding a few more weeks. After sitting there and talking with Overlord and talking with Revan, we kind of brainstormed and just like put together a fun little idea for a kind of thing for the episodes. So we're going to be going to 30 episodes for a first time. It is all going to be knowledge-based episodes, so different from what we normally do, where we talk about the product, we talk about all that. We're still talking about the product, but now we're talking about it, how it works, how is it grown, all of that. We're going to have people who are leading experts. So instead of us doing our normal, everyday kind of things, we're going to be putting it into a new light in a new future. I will. So, just to give you like some fun ones, after we see how this new editor works, we're gonna send him, I think it's gonna be the first 2 episodes for edits. Like, it took us quite a while to get all the film. Ooh, he's going to have some tough ones getting these ones down to like 45, 50 minutes. Alright, sorry guys, I got to tilt the camera again. Now, 30, something I will say is that is our new season. Now, our last few seasons, because we focused on our favorite thing, which is the testing of the products, they were taken down. So we're going to leave our live streams to where we're testing the products. Now, that's just our live streams. Our actual seasons, again, they're going to be knowledge based. It's going to be different because eventually this is going to go away. So maybe through the seasons you might see something amazing happen where we're not using the helmets and we're still talking to these people. But yes, step one is to find somebody who can help us with the editing and changing up our PSAs, changing up our stuff to where we're going to have a much more unique experience to what we normally do here on the show. I'm very excited about that. So the actual live streams will stay the same. The background's going to change, obviously. Unfortunately, I love these tie-dyes. They're going to go somewhere else. They're probably going to go into my actual office. So yes, I'm going to be taking down all my tapestries. We're going to be putting white backgrounds into the studio, and they're going to be kind of cool. I'm excited about those. New desks as well are about to happen. A lot of things are about to change. And we've been steadily getting the stuff together. I've been actually getting the wall measured for the floating walls that I'm going to be doing. So we are going to put all helmets onto the black shelves. Or dark brown, sorry. So the color is going to stay the same. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be different. I'm excited. This is going to turn into a light wall that's going to be Star Wars themed. We found out how to make the Great Wall. And we found out how to do it with a low impact LED. So it gives us light going this way. And all we need is a small light going this way to overcompensate for the lighting to make it to where it's an even lighting. In theory, we'll see how it works in actual practice. Hopefully it works out well. But yes, super excited about that. Honestly, all the stuff that we're doing, from the filming of the show to the filming of the episodes, it's going to be definitely unique, and it's going to change the way that we do the show. Oh, yes, I am. Sorry about going on so long about that. That was a long rant. Star Wars is still going to stay. So no, the Star Wars stuff's gonna still stay the same because we're a big Star Wars thing. We love Star Wars stuff, but we want to be able to start to grow our Star Wars collection and just helmets wise. Some stuff we want to keep into the show. Yes, it is, but you just have to get permissions. Which, yeah. All right, guys, let's beam up. It's gonna be a long few days for me, so it's gonna be exciting. So we're making it a little bit more like a Star Wars setup, so it's gonna be kind of cool. Cheers, everybody. Whew. Whew. Wow, that is hitting fantastically. You as well, Mr. Shadow. I hope you have an amazing night. Whew. So if what he was saying is right, 1 gram, then I am definitely overpacking this thing. Alrighty. I hope everybody has an absolutely amazing night wherever you are. So peace and much love. We'll see you guys here on the next one. So stay tuned for our Wednesday show. See you guys here 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Peace and much love.